Have you ever pushed yourself so hard you didn't think it was physically or emotionally possible to keep going? The only thing running through your mind is how easy quitting would be, but what was at stake? Your pride, money, but what about someone else's life? Before my job now, I was a monitor tech in the emergency department. This consisted of me sitting at a computer for 12 hours a day, watching patient monitors, and making phone calls. I did receive CPR training, but this training consisted of computer modules and practicing on a dummy. And I did this every 3 months, and I had done it about 3 times prior to this day. But do you ever know how important a life is until you are actually trying to save one? I didn't know my strength before. I questioned my strength during, and my strength definitely grew afterwards. First, let me tell you about this crazy day that happened in the ER. I was working my 12-hour shift. I had about 10-15 minutes left. I was waiting for my night shift to come on. And we have a code 3 roll through the ambulance doors. And they're already doing chest compressions. They bring them into the trauma bay. They continue doing chest compressions, and they start giving them epi and starting lines. I get off. I go over and just watch because it is a learning experience just to be able to stand there and watch. Because hopefully someday I wish to be a nurse. So I'm just watching. My friend who's a monitor tech is doing CPR on the patient. And she comes down and she goes, "Do you want to try?" And I was allowed to because of my CPR training that I had received. And I had a whole bunch of nurses and doctors around me to make sure that I would do the job. And so I get up there, and my friend's standing right across from me, and she's like, "Okay, like, you know what to do, go ahead." And so I start pushing on this guy's chest. His ribs are already broken, and I go for 2 minutes. And during this 2 minutes, I question myself. I'm like, can I keep going for these 2 minutes? It is physically exerting. You are out of breath, and this guy is laying underneath you, and you're like, am I actually pushing hard enough to keep him alive? And thankfully, one of the docs was checking the femoral artery and was like, "Nope, you're doing a good job. I can feel his pulse." And then his wife showed up and was standing right across from me, bawling in my face as I am pushing on her husband's chest. And I'm thinking to myself, can I keep going for these 2 minutes? Can I keep this guy alive for her husband or for his wife? So I did not think I was going to be emotionally capable during. It was just an emotional setting. It was very sad. And in my job, I never expected that I would do CPR because I was at a desk for 12 hours a day. I didn't get much patient contact. And when I was given this opportunity, I had to jump on it. And even though I didn't have faith on myself at the time, I knew that all my coworkers were standing around me, pushing me, and cheering me on. But I believe that pushing yourself does make you stronger. Afterwards, I felt like a stronger person. Yes, it was emotionally exhausting. I went home afterwards and cried because it was just an emotional setting, but I was strong during. And doing the unimaginable definitely empowered me. I feel stronger about myself and how I can handle myself during an emotional situation. It's amazing how far you think you can keep pushing yourself and how you can exceed your own expectations. Thank you, guys.